The Chinese are making giant strides in the global automotive industry, flooding it with tons of new models. Some are passable, while others deserve your attention. Today, we will talk about one such model. Meet the new Nio ET9, an unusual electric car, a true flagship. The company positions it as a direct competitor to the Mercedes EQS and BMW i7. Don't be put off by its unusual body. Its shape is dictated by practicality and large dimensions. The four-seater ET9 is 5 meters 32 centimeters long, just over 2 meters wide, and 1 meter 62 centimeters tall. To make rear passengers feel like royalty, the company decided not to skimp and used a wheelbase of 3 meters 25 centimeters, a truly record figure. For context, the wheelbase of the Nio ET9 is larger than that of long-wheelbase models. Wheels included in the basic equipment and a stylized rear spoiler that operates in automatic mode. Nio assures that their new product is a technological masterpiece, offering what other companies do not have yet. One such technology is the 925-volt architecture. To be precise, the entire electrical part here operates at a voltage of 925 volts, a rather unusual solution. Nio claims that this is the first car of its kind in the world. What does this give to the end consumer? It allows the use of charging stations with a power of 600 kilowatts. Thus, the charging speed will reach a previously unattainable level thanks to a charging current of 765 amps. The company assures that in 5 minutes, you can replenish the battery charge enough to travel another 255 kilometers on the way, or in 3 minutes to replenish the entire battery volume if you use the company's fast battery swap station. The battery capacity here is only 120 kilowatt hours and has a very low internal resistance. It is equipped with large cylindrical cells 4615 developed within the company with an energy density of 292 Wh per kg and a Type 5C charge. Unfortunately, this model does not use a blind semiconductor battery with a capacity of 150 kilowatt hours. ET9 is equipped with a simpler solution, a nickel-manganese cobalt battery, the same as used in other Nio electric vehicles. This battery powers 2 electric motors, an asynchronous motor with 241 horsepower in front, and a synchronous motor with permanent magnets in the back, producing 456 horsepower. Together, they generate 697 horsepower, which is more than enough for such a large car. The interior is the second most important part of this vehicle, as it's a flagship. Everything must be top level. It's apparent that the Chinese aim to replicate the success of their German competitors and achieve a similar level of perception. Nio hasn't fully revealed the design of the front dashboard yet, but they have shared all the details related to the luxurious rear seats. It seems that in such a car, this is an even more important aspect. Clearly, the rear passengers are the priority in this model. The best of everything only for them. The company assures that they use first-class seats with a backrest tilt angle of 45 degrees. The width of the seats is 582 millimeters, and they can be adjusted using 11 adjustments, all, of course, electric. In addition, for the rear passengers, there are 7 electric sunshades that can be activated at the push of a button. But that's not all. A tablet with an 8-inch diagonal is built into the central console. With it, you can quickly adjust various car functions. Also available to the rear passengers is an onboard refrigerator with an automatic door opening and closing function and 2 AMOLED screens with a diagonal of 14.5 inches mounted on the backrests of the front seats. Instead of a traditional dashboard, ET9 offers the driver a huge projection display and a central AMOLED screen with a diagonal of 15.6 inches on the central console. As you can see, the interior of the Nio ET9 is more than up to par. But how does the new product fare in terms of comfort and handling? Often, owners of Chinese cars complain about poor handling. To resolve this issue once and for all, the company uses its most advanced Skyride suspension with an intelligent chassis system in the ET9. It also features all-wheel drive, implemented through a fully steerable chassis with rear wheel turning up to 88.3 degrees and a fully active integrated hydraulic suspension. A similar solution is used in the latest Porsche Panamera. This is a closed fluid system with several hydroaccumulators and valves for each wheel. When the suspension is impacted, the valves open and the fluid begins its work, trying to dampen the oscillations caused by road irregularities. This is a very brief description of how such a system works. Nio claims that their suspension is more advanced than Porsche's, and the direct competitors, BMW i7 and Mercedes EQS, have nothing like this. The operation of such an advanced suspension, as well as all possible safety systems, is controlled by the 5-core chip NX9031. This is Nio's own development. The car also uses the Qualcomm 8295 chip. Together, these two chips form a supercomputer platform called Atom 2.0. This platform also controls the operation of the SKOS operating system, under which the novelty operates, and collects data from 3 LiDARs, 2 high-precision cameras at the front edge of the roof, and various sensors scanning the space around the car. So, with this, the car is all set. The body of the new product is described by the company as something in between a coupe, a crossover, and a sedan. This is manifested not only in design but also in a surprisingly high road clearance for a full-size sedan. i9 has a P-shaped roofline while retaining the characteristic design elements of the company itself. Now, let's talk about the cost of the car. If you pre-order, the electric car will cost you $112,000, and you will receive your car only in the first quarter of 2025. The task of the new product is primarily to push German competitors, particularly in the Chinese market, but the electric car will also be available for the European buyer. However, when this will happen and what the price will be in Europe is not yet clear. Friends, what do you think? Does the i9 have a chance to even slightly push BMW and Mercedes? As always, leave your thoughts on this under this video. That's all from me today, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel not to miss new videos. Good luck to everyone, and see you soon.